Thank you. I have a couple of questions. I wasn't here. It mentions that the committee discussed the idea of, to redo the, on the second page, that the proof of payment, that people shouldn't ask for money for doing their own work. Well, where does that stand?
The language that you had revised was accepted by the select board.
It was.
Yes,
So that means,
it's not reimbursable. I don't believe. And that's what you guys all.
Right, I remember.
Oh, no, my.
Yeah.
8 months, right?
okay.
Yeah.
So you can't do your own work and get paid for it. You do your own work, but you just can't get paid for it. You have that issue down at Nickerson's too. We had that when they were putting up their sign, they were gonna do all their own work.
I think that might have been one of the concerns.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did, but I think where we had approved. Or maybe that was, anyway,
Yeah. And how about, do we want to talk about a new board election of officers? Is that something we should do?
We should do that at your next meeting after April 1st.
Oh, okay.
Because your terms are expired, rolling terms expire April 1st.
Who's re-upping?
You've got all sorts of good questions. I appreciate it.
Well, you got a couple of minutes. Oh, let me see the medal count. Yeah, good.
Oh, number 5. Oops.
Oh, by the way, I like the alert on the phone for the meeting.
Yeah, because I was coming tomorrow and stuff. Yeah, were you leaving on a Tuesday?
That was good.
Yeah, threw me all off.
Oh, that was very good. There's a picture.
I asked, my schedule didn't align for anything this week, and I
Oh,
got a
that's
meeting every night, so. I used the alert system
It
to
worked
create a
beautiful.
committee distribution to force it out, and I thought that might help.
I see, maybe I'll get it when I get home.
You didn't.
So, John, Ruth, that can't be right. I think Ruth is a 28 because I just did the paperwork. Deanna will be subject to reappointment and Linda will be too. So John, Deanna, and Linda. And if they like it, then we'll just reappoint them for 3 years, and if not, then we try to find a place.
So it's an appointment by the selectmen?
Yeah. And then you have the vacancy down here. That's still from when Brady got that.
John. Okay, so we will have election of officers next meeting when we know will we have the new appointments at that point, or will there be any?
Hopefully. If you're eligible for reappointment, do you want to be reappointed?
Sure. I feel.
Yeah. So at our next meeting, whenever that will be 2028, we'll have an election of officers. So I need a motion to accept or the minutes from the last meeting. So second, any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? It is unanimous. All right. This is not the part of our discussion today, but we will do that in other business. So let's talk, while Scott is here, we'll talk about the discussion and action on the decided treatment program application. How is it? Eric? Eric LLC. Is everything in order?
Everything is in order.
Okay. Any questions from the board?
I have a question on their hours of operation. If it was gonna be 24/7 longer than that, or if it was gonna be like that time.
We said time, he'll decide, probably close somewhere around 9 o'clock, I think is what he mentioned once. But it's not gonna be 24 hours and it should be. Person in there,
Okay.
That was my question.
So it will be attended.
yes.
Are you working with that? I know that some of the other, like in North Avenue, Laundromat, they work with another company. Are you working with another, like a dry cleaner or something?
Looking into getting dry cleaning drop off and pickup spot.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the space or wherewithal to do dry cleaning
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
There's a place in Rockland that was looking to bring something up this way.
Oh, good.
So we'll look into that.
Yeah.
To be another nice little thing,
Yeah,
you know, maybe hit some stores, do their laundry or.
Yeah.
You know. We have plug and fold.
Yeah.
You know,
I was a little confused by some of the wordage in regards to, on the first page, to the back of the first page, says total cost of the construction project is estimated at $363. But on this page, it said,
what you just read is the cost of the building.
oh, the cost
The
of,
other cost is the total with the machines.
So it's 360 for the building and then 348 for
the
equipment and stuff.
oh, okay, that,
Yeah.
John, you know, Scott?
I don't.
Scott Henderson, John,
Good to meet you. Nice to meet you.
does everybody else know Scott? You know Scott, Scott Henderson, he's our local electrician,
Yeah, nice to meet
you
you.
know Lynn, next door. You know. Scott's been here and his dad was here forever before that.
Didn't you used to own Waterman?
I used to years ago.
Did you?
Well, one downtown.
Next to the Rainbow Diner,
What's that?
Rainbow Diner, remember the Rainbow Diner, Don? Merrill used to work there, right on the main street.
Couldn't remember the name of it, but I do remember the
Yeah.
diner and.
Where I stopped.
Jerry was rainbow.
Yeah, it's. Anyways,
Is that what he's talking about?
Yeah.
He's his coffee hot.
Either.
He's lunch.
Yeah, it used to be Eve.
well, that,
Jerry.
okay.
First, John.
You're dating yourself.
When I'm at home. My grandkids said, okay, any other questions or comments on the application?
Will the signage all be attached to the building? There won't be any separate out of the road or,
No, signage is gonna be on the building.
okay.
And the light fixtures, I don't know if I. Yes, I did.
Yeah, there is a picture of it. So
Yeah,
it
So that
comes-
kind of shines back. Hopefully, so it's less light pollution going into your windows.
that was my concern. It's not that.
On the eave sides of the building, lights will be up in the soffit.
The recess.
So that should
And
be a nice look and cut down on light pollution.
parking will be out front, I assume.
Yes,
Along-
towards the. Towards the
Yes,
gas
on
on
this
this one.
I'm assuming this has already been considered. There's setbacks that aren't gonna be affected with the new sidewalks and all that stuff. That's not an issue.
That's correct, so I put the full site plan out, not really
Yeah.
relevant, but I knew people would be curious. It's 10 feet off the edge of the sidewalk, which is just outside of the right of way. The other thing with the site plan to consider is that we often talk about what percentage of the outside would be eligible. The cost obviously exceed what they're asking, but keep in mind that the trail access does now come back there, and that's direct access to fuel. So when we had discussed having to prorate things out or whatever, despite the number, to be respectful of the time of the policy, the back is visible fuel.
That's back. Where that trail comes in. Back in here. The propane tank for here is gonna set back in here somewhere. Not exactly sure where, but it shouldn't affect the trail.
There's already a propane tank back there, I thought they were just putting a matching one.
The only one that's there is the one that he's got in the cage.
Right.
So this one can't go in the cage,
Okay.
so it's gonna probably be over here. I think that trail is, one side there, the other. It shouldn't affect that.
With the two places in Skowhegan, is there enough of a call for a laundromat?
I think so,
Yeah,
especially with more like rentals, I feel like.
yeah, sorry, the camps somewhere.
He's gonna have some big machines in there. So you can take comforters and. Put them in, dry them.
Yeah.
You can have smaller ones as well.
Yeah, cool.
Pretty nice addition to the town, I would think.
And I think it's a.
Yeah.
Is he
I don't
gonna,
know if you know, but Chris Alves had originally put in a bid for the old fire station. Remember that, for a laundromat?
Okay.
Yeah, when that first transitioned and just became so problematic. Any other questions for
Is there gonna be any other, like seating, internet or whatnot, like they offer themselves, they have like a
There'll be seating, I
internet,
mentioned to him the TV in there,
yeah,
you know.
internet,
We don't wanna make it a comfortable place,
Right.
right,
because you don't want. Like the chairs are not gonna be like this, because somebody go in there and lay down, take a nap while the laundry's being done.
I found
Who
one
comes in to
sleeping
do
in
it comfortable,
the
that's-
drop off building, well, yeah, I found one sleeping
Good
in
point.
the drop off for the thrift shop.
Over here. Hmm.
Yeah, I opened, first thing in the morning, I opened it, and there was a guy
Yeah.
sleeping, yeah. I screamed, can you wake up? I ran home, my husband goes, is he dead? I wasn't touching him, no. I don't know, he just wake up when it's okay.
Was he in the?
In that little metal building, that's right beside the thrift shop where they go stuff off, he was in there sound asleep.
Any other questions for Scott? Okay. Bridget, do you want to say anything else?
Furthest thing from thinking, no, I'm all set.
Okay. I need a motion.
Motion for the fund the project to 12,500.
So are you saying 12,000, or are you saying 25,000 and we pay half? How does that get done?
That's how it's done now.
So 20,
Yes,
24,000, 25,000, 25,000, and we'll find that.
That's right, then he gets half of that, right?
So we'll be looking for.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
I hear a second,
Yeah,
second from, Linda. Any more discussion?
You know when it's gonna start, Scott?
What's that?
When he's gonna
April,
start?
so-
Soon as we can in April,
Okay,
that's all I want.
yeah. All right, all in favor? All right, opposed? Okay, carries. Congratulations, Scott.
well, this just has a little more step, the select board reviews this recommendation next Wednesday, the 18th. And that will be the final stamp, but
Okay, I got a question, I'm not understanding, so you. Gave him the tip of 25,000,
it
no,
dollar for dollar, so you'll, well, it's not, it's 60 cents a dollar. If you spend, no, it's $1 per dollar.
I think it is.
Basically, pay up to 12,000,
Well,
but
we're 50%.
you're so far over that, I'm
50%.
not worried about,
I remember it being.
50%.
you can get 12,500.
so what's exactly, what is TIF? Taxing for something, or-
Tax increment financing. So what it is it's funds that come in every year from this tip. Comes in from our only one in Norridgewock, comes in from the tax revenue from Summit Natural Gas Pipeline. It's largely intended for economic development, can be used for other things. This has been one of the major things, this program is one of the major things that's been used for.
is that gas line out there charged?
Yes, but it doesn't allow you to pull off from it in Norridgewock.
Why?
Right, it has to be, I think the pressure has to be broken down.
Was that would be good for you?
We're going with it, yeah.
So,
So the other program that we offer that you qualify for is on the equipment side of things. We have a program with the county that you got, it's not anything to do with us, only we fund it. But you can, I mean, think you can meet all the qualifications of that.
revolving loans with a lower interest loan. I don't know how they're gonna pay, but you know, if there's any financing component of it, it's worth talking with them. I can get you the contact information.
So the 12,500, the guys just write out a check to Herrick and that goes to them.
You're gonna provide us with invoices, paid receipts for $25,000 for exterior improvements.
Okay,
And we will then write you a check the next time the select board approves checks for $12,500. If it doesn't come in a lump sum and you need to do it in 2 or 3 payments, then we can do that as well.
okay, so how soon does this have to be in? We're not gonna have any receipts. until-
And this is good for a year and then it can be extended beyond that if the project ends up not going the way that it was planned to.
So if I come in here with somebody's estimate of the work, that doesn't count. You want the actual work done,
And subject to inspection, yep.
okay,
Yeah.
And like John said, that is $100,000 we have in the bank,
Yeah.
very low interest rate, so. What, who's it through?
SEDC,
Yeah.
Somerset Economic Development.
Okay.
That's a very good rate.
Yeah. Probably better than you can get at the bank.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money you're gonna have to know.
we can't do all of it, but we can do a portion of it.
And we fund that, so the town funds it through the general.
I'll apply with that here or through county.
Correct, through the county.
But does that give you many tax breaks? Does TIF allow anything for that?
No,
Okay. Don't have any other questions.
if you do, we're here.
Excuse me?
If you do, we're here. Sure.
Yeah, Richard's a fountain of knowledge.
Thank you.
So that's all you get from this.
Needs to be moderated.
You don't get any. Right, good job.
Do you need anything else for me?
No, we're good.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for
Good
helping the
luck.
town out. Any other business? No election of officers? Do you want to discuss the sheet that you gave?
Yeah, I have two things. That is just to give you kind of an up-to-date position of the TIF. I've updated it through payments that we've made today, and then also forecasted out authorized expenditures. The big authorized expenditure that you'll notice at the bottom in the future is the sidewalk project for this summer. That sidewalk project with the lighting, you remember from about 17 years ago, is going to finally happen. The local cost of that is over $600,000. Initially, we were going to take $550,000 out of the TIF to pay that bill. But with the level of the TIF and priorities, the select board reviewed it when they were reviewing the contract with DOT to do the project, and they said they were going to allocate $450,000 from the TIF for the project. So it didn't drain the TIF, but it does put a substantial hit on the TIF, and then the balance would be taken out of road reserve. So if things kind of stay status quo, and I look at what's been approved already, you're looking at the end of this year to have $144,000.
Left.
Yep, and then that's 12,500 out the door, so you're still at 130,000.
And our 100,000 that we put for the loan is taken out of this, correct? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's still money that we could call back, but
That's what I wanted, that's what I'm
yes,
keeping in the back of my mind.
I mean, and we do have loans out, and that's my second other.
So the 85 in tax revenues, that's like the TIF paying in, or what is?
Yeah,
that?
that's the money that we'll collect from Summit that will go into this account.
And last year was,
89.
okay,
You see it going down,
Yeah.
85 maybe a little generous even, depend on our assessment percent to assessed value. Which is where our was in market, this year we're 85% of market value, so this gets. The value of the pipeline gets reduced by 15%, so that's why the amount goes down, and then our mill rate, if our mill rate goes down, then that money goes down.
So why can't he look for the line? That doesn't make sense to me.
I don't think they have the right control in place right now to be able to pipe off the line.
It isn't bad. Too bad for a business like that, if you will like pass. Okay, anything else? You said you had two
I
things.
did. The other thing that I had was John had emailed me before about the revolving loan, and I said, well, we hadn't talked about it. So I said, I'll get you an update. You have two loans that have been loaned out through there. One is Main Laboratories, that is right here. They're on a $15,000 note for 60 months.
How many months?
5 years.
Yeah.
They're current, and that's working the way that it should.
Good.
And then the other is from Red Maple Properties, that is 25,000 on 10 years, on 20 months. That is delinquent right now. It's a part of one of those packages where they leverage multiple sources of funding, which is usually what you see here, to a much larger note. So there's a few different.
that's revenue, what is that?
Pardon?
What is that revenue for?
Red Maple is associated with, I believe, Nickerson Yard Maintenance.
Ooh.
Nickerson Yard Maintenance,
You said that was 20,000?
25. And that's a little behind, on that. Christian's been working with them to get current.
And how much was Main Labs for?
Main Lab's principal amount was 25,000. Yeah.
So that's good. That's what it's out there for.
And we've got 57,000 is available to lend today.
Was there a limit? Did we put a limit on that of 25 per loan?
Yes,
We
So we keep.
we told them 25, and we said that if the right proposal ever comes.
Yeah.
Come on back.
Yeah.
Yeah. If there was something that we got to create or something like that.
Are there any other needs out there for the summer? Do you know of anything that we might pursue as a TIF committee? Is there anything, in the bigger picture of commerce in our town?
No, not that I know of, not right offhand. I think there's a lot of moving parts and pieces over the next 5 to 10 years.
Okay.
A lot of that being river based and unknown. And so
Oh, yeah,
jump
that's
on
right.
anything like that. Say seasonally, I think. You better off to let your money set until you know a little bit more, or you have a project that you're like. That right
Okay.
there. I don't have that turnkey project for you.
Okay.
But
May I have a copy of that?
you want that? Yeah, sure.
Oh, sorry, this is, and I made some notes down on it, so that's good.
You want this one?
Oh,
Yep.
Okay.
and is there any interest, does New Balance still own the factory down there?
Yes, they
They
do.
do.
Yep.
Any idea what's happening?
There's a group, the same group, that has been exploring opportunities with the facility, continue to explore the opportunities with the facility.
And what was that? If you can.
That's just right, it's a site redevelopment,
Uh-huh.
mixed use.
Good.
Sorry.
That's it.
How did our kayaks do? Because we went, what, in June, so they got July, August.
They're not doing very well.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the fact that they're a resource, I think is great. Probably most people that are using them are new to the water. I can't verify that independently. Certainly not a moneymaker. I think that if we hadn't gone in with it's a sunk cost out of the gate, we'd be grossly disappointed. But the other big obstacle to that is the company not able to retain people to provide service to the equipment. And so I'm not really sure how that's gonna go into the future.
And we have that for another 3 years.
We have it forever.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that was a 5-year.
It was, but it was it's one of those lease agreements where you pay them upfront money and it's for this term. Then what they can do is they can switch the cost share agreement and things like that after that period of time. But we bought that equipment. The lease is largely for the service associated with it.
I see.
Yeah.
Would the town consider making that private storage for people that just wanna leave their stuff there instead of hauling it?
I won't give you an answer, but I would doubt it.
Mm.
Just because we've talked about that before.
Yeah,
And it hasn't taken any traction.
When they do the construction for the sidewalk, will the new entryway into the park be also part of that project?
No.
Interesting.
So the sidewalk project is a cost share between the town and the state. The Route 2 project is a state project. Ferry Road is a town project. The Ferry Road entrance realignment, pushing it further towards Skowhegan.
Yeah.
Is supposed to be federally funded, but right now we're facing obstacles with bureaucracy. The latest one is archaeology, so we're gonna do an archaeological study on Usula Park. That's a little over 10 grand to do that, and then see where that goes, if what they propose is gonna be permissible. The end game, if everything works well, is that that would move further towards Skowhegan, and then the road would be discontinued it would in effect turn into the parking lot driveway for the Redemption building, and then there would be a pedestrian path to revegetate the area down to what's parking area now.
That's pretty wet.
Technology dig. Exploration.
Yes,
That must mean digging. Who knows, but if that's going to be, right, that's just going to be the parking lot area and where the wet area is.
it's any part that was proposed to be disturbed, so that's the existing road, and then it would be the new road. This is.
So they're not going to enter into the park itself.
No.
No.
Don't believe so.
And summer music,
Summer music is slated to start late this year. They're gonna start 2 or 3 weeks late and run 2 or 3 weeks late. Because they thought that the September evenings were better attended and the weather was better.
yeah,
So they're gonna do that. We've got everybody lined up for the season. Just lining up some food.
When we were talking about kayaks, you made me feel like that there's an issue with like the maintenance of the equipment, is that?
Yeah, so something goes missing or whatever, they have to figure that out, but it's. Solar technology,
Okay,
the latches get jammed, the locks don't lock her, they unlock her, and then they won't lock again, and so it's stuff like that where. They really need somebody touching point, so we make sure that they're working. And we had a really good guy to start the season, and it just kind of petered off.
Yeah.
So I've looked at it from my perspective and said, it is what it is. It's an investment in attracting the waterfront. We're not gonna spend any more money on it, given the unknown, and it's a great thing for people that want to enjoy. As long as it's not costing me any money,
Yeah.
so.
maybe perhaps could come up with something more boat oriented around Labor Day or Rock Days or Sula Days or whatnot that would. Offer some kind of a special on the. Renting of the kayaks to get more people active in it, or
Yeah, we could, if we reduce the price lower than what it is already, then we don't make any money on it, so.
so I thought we had to meet certain thresholds for them to be willing to keep the equipment, is that, am I wrong?
No, we have to meet certain thresholds in order to be able to cost share with them.
Okay.
And that's the price point.
Okay, good. So we're not in fear of losing that because we're not making them enough money.
Correct.
there's some paddleboards down there too, as well as kayaks, or just not kayaks.
Just
Paddleboards, yeah. So are they even worth having, and. Does anybody ever rented paddleboards to you?
I don't
There's no way
I
to
don't know which case they're in.
I've seen one
That's the trick.
on the river.
Yeah.
Coming by. Not two, it's kind of weird. There was one.
They already fell off.
Okay. I would. Yep, anybody want a motion to adjourn?
Can I say one more
Yeah.
thing about the new kayak storage? Are we going to purchase anything for people to store their kayaks on? We have talked about it.
We did, you approved funding, it said it was still approved expense.
Right?
John said he was gonna buy materials and build it, and then he said he wasn't going to.
Oh, then we found a place in Hampton, was that we could buy them?
Yeah, but then we dropped it when we found this cage.
But that's when we got the cages, we dropped it. But,
That's correct. I
yeah,
don't think they would necessarily count in the business of offering you a place to privately store your property.
I think that's asking.
Because if I'm gonna allow you to store your canoe, then why wouldn't I allow you to store your sea-doo? If I allow you to store your sea-doo, then why not your pontoon?
Yeah.
And then I become a boatyard.
Campers, yeah, it's a nice little place to stay.
And I know it seems like a big jump, but it's not really.
No.
And then we talk about vandalism and am I liable because I provided them for a place to put this stuff? And
well, if you, there's ways around that. Like,
I get that, there's unnecessary. Administration. To provide that service. Just my perspective, you guys are committing, if you say you wanna spend your money and go do it.
You're the
go do it.
administrator, so.
I get it, it's just more legal paperwork, and if somebody comes at you. They usually say you go after the deepest pocket, and you look around, and people would usually say that the government's got a pretty deep pocket. And if the government doesn't, their insurance company does, and they're always looking for a reason to go for it.
Hmm.
And if I have to call my attorney once for someone to store their kayak, to defend that river and store park, that's one too many.
You have better things to do.
Well, it's $300, just pick up the phone call.
Just got nothing to do with TIF, but I'd like to say that the sidewalk guy is doing a fantastic job and that they are like driving on 95. They're wide and they're clear and you don't have to walk in the snow to get to stuff.
I think roads in general, like I'm
Yeah.
super impressed with River Road. I know this has been some really tough conditions and.
Yep.
Just-
Sidewalks have been.
The sidewalks have been-
We have to go to the post office and break, you're taking your life and you're gonna. And I have to run back from the post office. Yeah. She's doing a great job.
That's a big machine.
It is,
It's huge.
looks cozy in there too, he's on his t-shirt.
It does.
Well, please get AC, because that's the roadside one.
Okay, do we so adjourned? Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.